Good day. I chose to read and research John Hancock for this discussion. Gary Scott Smith, a professor of history at Grove City College, wrote this essay on John Hancock, one of the most prominent leaders in the American Revolution and the very first signer of the Declaration of Independence. Smith's essay, titled John Hancock, Congregationalist Revolutionary, was published in the book Faith and the Founders of the American Republic by Dresbach and Hall. Smith's essay explores Hancock's life, political career, religious beliefs, and legacy as a revolutionary patriot and statesman. In his essay on John Hancock, Smith argues that Hancock was a significant and influential leader of American Revolution who has been largely overlooked by historians. Smith uses primary sources such as letters, speeches, and newspapers, as well as secondary sources such as biographies and histories to support his claims. He provides a detailed and balanced account of Hancock's life, achievements, and challenges, as well as his religious beliefs, personal relationships, and character traits. Smith's essay has several strengths and weaknesses. On the positive side, Smith presents a clear and compelling thesis that challenges the common perception of Hancock as a minor or peripheral figure in the Revolutionary era. He shows how Hancock played an important and various roles in the political, military, and economic aspects of the Revolution, and how he influenced other leaders and the public. He also draws attention to Hancock's devout congregationalism, which shaped his worldview and has motivated his actions. On the negative side, though, Smith's essay sometimes lacks critical analysis and evaluation of Hancock's actions and decisions. He tends to praise Hancock's achievements and downplay his failures or mistakes. He does not explore the possible motives or interests that may have influenced Hancock's choices, such as wealth, status, or ambition. He also does not compare or contrast Hancock with other Revolutionary War leaders, such as Sam Adams, George Washington, or Thomas Jefferson. Nor does he provide more context or perspective. Furthermore, Smith's essay is mostly descriptive and chronological rather than analytical and thematic. He does not organize his essay around specific arguments or questions, but rather follows a linear narrative of Hancock's life. Doing further research, I found a book by Brooke Barbier titled King Hancock. It is a revisionist history narrative, and a provocative one at that, of John Hancock's role in the American Revolution. Barbier challenges Smith's positive and sympathetic portrayal of Hancock and argues that Hancock was a self-serving and opportunistic leader who exploited the revolutionary movement for his own benefit. Barbier claims that Hancock was driven by vanity, greed, and resentment, and that he often acted in ways that harmed the causes of independence, democracy, and went against his religious teachings. Barbier negates Hancock's actions and decisions from multiple perspectives and contexts. Barbier's book is an ambitious and controversial attempt to reassess John Hancock's legacy and reputation, and it offers a negative and critical analysis of Hancock's contributions and challenges, and questions his motives and morals. However, it is at risk of being biased and selective in its use of sources and interpretation of events. Further research pointed me to a book by Abram English Brown called John Hancock, a biblical and literary account of John Hancock's role in the American Revolution. Brown praises Hancock as a patriotic and generous leader who devoted his life and fortune to the cause of independence and democracy. Brown portrays Hancock as a courageous and charismatic figure who inspired people and defied the British. Also, Brown's work discusses further the religious aspects of Hancock, how that was important in his life, and however, it does not go into the detail of Hancock being a Congregationalist. Lastly, I researched Hollow Giles Unger's book again titled John Hancock. It's another biographical and balanced account of John Hancock's role in the American Revolution. Unger portrays Hancock as a complex and conflicted leader who struggles with his own personal ambitions and public duties. Unger shows how Hancock was both a visionary and a pragmatist who supported the revolution but also sought compromise and reconciliation with the British. Furthermore, Unger's book is well written and engaging, with a clear and coherent structure and argument. He uses vivid and descriptive language and anecdotes to bring Hancock's story to life. He supports his claims with evidence. He also provides relevant and interesting questions and challenges the readers and invites them to reflect and evaluate Hancock's legacy and reputation. However, it does not go into Hancock's religious views. Overall, this chapter 10, in this reading, and the rest of the books that I reference offer a comprehensive and compelling history of John Hancock, with insight into the critical and balanced analysis of Hancock as a complex and conflicted Congregationalist leader who had strengths and weaknesses and who influenced and shaped the course of American history. John Hancock offers a valuable and scholarly contribution to the field of American Revolutionary Studies. Thank you for listening to my report.